guaranteed. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome back to Cars of the Macabre.
All right, my love.
All right, my love. You don't know her.
I don't know her. How are you?
I'm good. I've got my little bandit with me.
You do. You've got the bat boy today.
That boy.
He didn't want to sit with me. He's like, no, I'm going to go sit with
Auntie
Dad.
Ali's here. I've not seen her for a while.
So this is our 13th spooky chat. And when I was writing this, it was on Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
Happy accident again.
Yeah, definitely. I get really excited about Friday 13th. I never do anything for them, but I just like the vibe.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I was talking to my colleague, Tony, at work, and he was like, yeah, some people are like so superstitious about it that they don't go into work that day. They literally don't leave the house.
Wow.
I'm like,
I'm more likely to go somewhere.
yeah.
I'll be like, right, where can we go that's spooky on Friday 13th?
Yeah.
The tattoo shops always do like 13 flash things, and I want to get one of them one day.
Yes, so I saw that Penny Royal, they had like a Friday the 13th flash day. And I was like, how late are you staying open? And they were like, not that late, I'm afraid. I was like,
We'll have to be a bit more on it.
I just swore.
Oh, yeah, we're trying not to swear anymore.
I tried so hard.
However many minutes in, what was that like? I can't see the
A
timer.
minute.
Oh, well. Yeah, no, we've got to not swear because we're censoring them for the YouTubes, and it obviously makes life a lot harder for Gooby if we're swearing an awful lot. So
Oopsie.
we're going to have to think of alternative words.
Pants.
Yeah.
Bring that word back.
What's been happening? Do you have any updates? Spooky, weird, and or otherwise?
Oh, I'll tell you something that was a bit weird. We were outside the front of the house. I was having a ciggy, and I think it's when Mark was about to change my brake light for me because, you know, damsel in distress, and it had been broken for like nearly 2 weeks.
Longer than that.
Oh, was it longer?
Well, it was the light was coming on when we went to Vegas, when we went to the airport. But then it kept going on and off, and we didn't know what it was doing.
Okay, yeah. So fully broken for about 2 weeks.
Okay.
So he was doing that, and I saw like this white thing on the gravel, and I thought it was a hedgehog, and it was like moving quite quickly, and I thought it was a hedgehog like scuttling. Looked over, there was nothing there. It was kind of like an orb, but not glowy.
That's weird.
And Mark was like, "There's nothing. Oh, it might be the barbecue cover." I was like, yeah, "But it was white." I didn't say that to him. I didn't want him to think I was crazy. So
No, I think he already thinks that.
Yeah.
But...
had another patient that died the time of their birthday.
Oh,
as
really?
well. Yeah.
That seems to happen quite a lot, doesn't it?
I've only had 2.
Oh, okay, not
that
a
I've
lot
seen
at
so
all.
far.
Made
Not a
that
lot
up completely. Yeah, it happens loads, twice. Yeah, okay.
That's a lot for me.
Okay, well, Goobs is saying there is a white bag on the driveway.
No, because it wasn't a bag because he scanned like with his torch and stuff. There was nothing there. Yeah.
I wonder what that land was beforehand. You should do some historical digging.
It was a pig farm.
Oh, you have said that before. Yeah, and we all know what happens on pig farms. So I have a bit of an update with regards to my car.
Yes.
The Sensible Car Saga. So I didn't end up getting the Jeep. That turned out to be an absolute farce. But what I
literally thought you were about to swear then. I was like,
No.
don't do it.
No. So I got a Land Rover Freelander TD4 Sport
Lovely.
for £800,
Not bad.
which is quite bonkers. The person who owned it had died, so that makes it relevant.
Oh, spooky car.
Spooky car, and someone was selling it on their behalf, and that's why it was sort of being sold so cheap. So it needed a really good clean up. It had no MOT, so I bought it with no MOT. It did fail the MOT, but then I got it through the MOT within the 2 weeks, so I got a free retest. And this particular model has a BMW engine.
So
Looking
she's
at
a
Goose, I would say that. So I'm
happy girl.
very happy because then it ties in with my obsession with BMW.
And a working CD player.
And a working CD player, which I didn't test it for a good few days because I was worried. I was like, oh, if this doesn't work, I don't know what I'm going to do. And it works perfectly.
Good. Oh, I'm so pleased for you. That means you can drive down Black Hawk Bank Down Road.
I can drive down any road.
Yeah, you can.
I'm so excited.
Oh, are you having a clean, are you?
What, is he licking his winky?
Yeah.
Oh, Reg! It's all right, don't be ashamed. It's all right.
As a good boy, clean boy.
Good boy. So yeah, that was kind of my update. And I write all about it on my news page on my website, because apparently blogging is still a thing.
Is it really?
I didn't think it was, but someone who's sort of helping me with marketing and things like that was like, yeah, blogging is still a thing. So
I haven't read a blog in years.
no. Well, I suppose all the magazines have gone now, haven't they? So it's like,
Yeah. I still get 2.
do you?
So I get Mislexia, which is a, it's all about sort of, it's run by females, it's female writers, that sort of thing.
Who have dyslexia?
No,
Okay.
just Mislexia. It obviously stands for something, but I haven't looked into it. And the True Crime magazine that I get.
Yes.
Crime Monthly.
Crime Monthly.
I think something like that. No, I don't think her name's Alexia.
No.
But yeah.
Yeah, I just thought you were going to say it's a magazine run by girls who are all dyslexic. That's where my head went.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's that.
Okay. So for this week's spooky chat, I have been not trolling, perusing the internet again for weird news, and I have some more weird and/or disturbing news stories for you this week. I can't even speak, apparently.
Never can.
No, I know. I don't know why I act surprised.
One thing that's been going on is people have been wrapping their cars in Christmas lights, which I think is ridiculous. Apparently loads of people are getting ticketed. And
Really?
all the lights are scratching the paintwork, so...
Yeah, I have seen that happen a lot.
There's one in Huntingdon.
People do it on the car scene a lot, and
do
I've
they?
always thought, I mean, go for it if that's what you want to do. But like you say, yeah, scratching the paintwork and getting a ticket,
Yeah, no, not for me.
it's not really worth
Yeah,
it.
apparently there's one in Huntingdon.
Cool. So I'm going to start with this one from npr.org, and this was from back in November, so not too far back, but this is quite apt for Cars and the Macabre. And it's about some people who told their insurance company that a bear had damaged their car.
Is this in America?
Yes.
Okay.
But it was actually a person in a bear costume.
Shut up.
So I don't know how I find these stories,
If you
honestly.
go down to the woods today.
Exactly. So 4 residents from the Los Angeles area were arrested this week after an investigation by the California Department of Insurance revealed that they allegedly used a life-sized bear costume to stage attacks on their vehicles in an attempt to secure a 6-figure payout.
How did they find out it wasn't real bears?
Well, I'm presuming that it will tell me in a minute because I have read the story, but I can't remember how it goes. So, the suspects, Ruben Tamrazian, 26, Arat Kirkinen, 39. I'm really sorry. I should have.
You should kind of write it out phonetically.
I know. I've done that in my next case with something.
Okay.
But I didn't do it in here. And then a guy called Var, I'm not going to try and say his last name because I don't offend anyone, he was 32, and Alfia Zuckerman, 39, have been charged with insurance fraud and conspiracy, according to an announcement made by the department on Wednesday. Their alleged scam cost 3 insurance companies a total of $141,839.
Bloody hell.
So, I mean, they were really going for it with sort of staging this bear attack on their car.
They were hamming it up.
Operation Bear Claw began earlier this year.
Was it? Oh no, it's White Claw that we had in Vegas, the black cherry drink.
Yes.
Yeah, not Bear Claw, but a Bear Claw's a thing though, isn't it?
Is it?
I want to say it's a food item in America. Yeah, we had that drink in Vegas.
Oh, yeah. Did you know we went to Vegas? They actually sell that in the co-op.
And when we went to go and see Yellow Card at the O2 Academy in Birmingham, they were selling it there, and I had one. It was black cherry flavoured.
It's really good.
Yeah.
And I feel like because it's like it's a hard seltzer, isn't it? Seltzer.
I feel like you're getting...
Hydration.
Yes, exactly. So you don't feel crappy.
Yeah, and it's black cherry. And I think it's quite low fat-ish. Maybe. I might have made that up. I'm not sure. It seems like it would be more low fat than something
Like
else.
beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously there's no gluten in it, so woohoo. So, Operation Bear Claw began this year after one of their claims gave an insurance company pause. Or should we say pause?
Please tell me you put that in there. And
No,
you go, oh,
this was literally straight off Tin
I was
Swift.
about to be so proud of you.
Thanks. I should have just lied. But
You know me, I love a pun.
So in January, the suspects claimed that a bear had entered their 2010 Rolls-Royce Ghost and caused interior damage while it was parked in Lake Arrowhead, a region in the San Bernardino Mountains known for its large black bear population.
But if you're thinking about it sensibly, would a bear not just attack the outside rather than the inside?
Yeah, you can imagine
Because the doors would be closed.
Oh, yeah, just opening the door. Oh, I'm just going to have a look in here.
Oh, I don't like this interior. Scratch, scratch, scratch.
Yeah. So, but apparently the suspects provided video footage of the alleged incident
I need to see this.
to their unnamed insurance company, which the department has since posted online, so you can find it.
Amazing. Marks on it.
The video shows a furry figure entering through the side door, climbing.
Sure, it wasn't Bigfoot.
I mean, maybe it was. Climbing around the back seat and crawling out, leaving scratch marks on the leather seats and door.
These people are stupid.
I mean, upon further scrutiny of the video, the investigation determined that the bear was actually a person in a bear costume, officials said, so they obviously weren't very convincing.
And I'm not being funny. Would the costume have had? Well, because bear claws are going to be really sharp.
Yeah.
So would they have just taken like knives or something in there to make the claw marks?
I have no idea, but I did see a picture of the costume. I'm so sorry. That's my alarm to tell me to feed Reggie, but he's already been fed. Apologies, no need to edit that out. I am useless. Yeah, like, so Goobs has got the video up of it now. It just looks like a person. That's not even remotely a
No,
bear. Like
because
that.
you can see how saggy the suit is.
Yeah, that's terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Oh my god! How did they think they were going to get away with that?
That's hilarious.
What?
If you can, look at this.
That's a very
online,
saggy-looking bear.
and it is hilarious. And he's just like mooching about in the car, just like opened the door like a human would, and gone, yeah, gonna.
Honestly, these people, I think if they had brain cells, they'd be dangerous.
I mean, there's some thought went into this.
Yeah, but
Look,
it
he's just
wasn't
going
well
like he's
thought
just going
out.
like this, like scratching. So detectives found 2 more claims involving the same suspects from the same date and location, but involving different cars.
They were like proper neat and straight.
That's
the claw marks.
hilarious.
Oh.
Yeah, there's the
Oh, look,
costume.
yeah.
It's really
So they've got like
rubbish.
these kitchen meat shredders, so like to do like pulled
Pulled
pork, I
pork.
suppose. Oh wow. Okay.
That's insane.
Brilliant.
So a 2015 Mercedes G63 AMG and a 2022 Mercedes E350. The suspects also provided video footage of these alleged incidents, which followed a similar pattern to the first.
You'd have to be super unlucky for the same group of people to suffer 3 bear attacks.
Yeah.
On their cars.
It just,
right.
it just honestly looks like a person. It's just definitely not a bear. Why did they think this was going to be convincing? Oh, but apparently bears do open doors. I've just seen it do that. That's quite scary.
See, I think a bear would cause more damage than what was on their car, and it's too neat.
Too neat.
Far too neat.
Too precise. So, but suspicious authorities didn't rely solely on their animal instincts. They took additional steps to sniff out the truth. Mm-hmm. The department had a biologist from the California Department of Fish and Wildlife review the 3 alleged bear videos, and they also opened. I don't know what that word is.
Opined.
Opined. What does that mean?
Like opinion.
Oh, I learnt something new today. They also opined it was clearly
I think you say opined.
a human bear suit, a human in a bear suit, it said.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they really weren't fooling anyone. Detectives executed a search warrant and found the bear costume, complete with a furry snouted head, paws and metal tools in the shape of claws in the suspects' homes.
I kind of love that they went that deep into it to, like, because insurance companies make a fortune. Mm-hmm. Obviously, you know, they've done the right thing by investigating, but they've proper gone into it. It's like getting, like, experts in and everything like that.
Yeah, it's probably to deter anyone from sort of trying to do that again.
It's wild.
So the fur of the costume is a light brown colour, The California Department of Fish and Wildlife says black bears are the only wild bears in the state, although they can be found in various shades, including brown and tan. California grizzly bears became extinct in the 1920s, except for the one depicted on the state flag.
Oh.
The insurance department says the Glendale Police Department and the California Highway Patrol helped investigate the case. They had everybody on this.
Yeah, they really did.
Which has been referred to the San Bernardino County District's Attorney Office for prosecution. So they're really they're going for them. The District Attorney's Office informed NPR via email on Thursday that the case is currently under review for a filing determination. Essentially, the decision to charge suspects with a crime. And once the decision is made, court dates and appearances will be scheduled. So that's some people trying to commit insurance fraud by
Pretending they're a bear.
yeah, sorry, I just swore. Sorry, Goobs. Ruining their own interior. I just don't understand. So not only have they not got away with it,
They've ruined their cars, yeah.
interior, or just
And they're not going to be able to drive the cars now anyway, because they're going to get sent to jail.
Yeah, it's just not worth it, guys.
No.
It's just not worth it.
Don't be stupid.
Don't be.
There's the moral of the story.
Yeah, that is the moral to that story.
If you think it's a good idea, it probably isn't.
That's it. So this next one, right? There's a fear of holes.
Oh, trichophobia,
Yeah.
which I have.
So
An aversion to groups of holes.
I'm sure I have it, or I'm on the verge of having it, because, and also the idea of this is pretty scary anyway. But sinkholes terrify me.
Aren't they? Isn't that what they're doing in our village or something? Fixing or somewhere near us.
Really,
They're fixing a sinkhole. I saw it on the news.
the idea of sinkholes just absolutely terrifies me.
I remember this was years ago. You told me that you were scared of sinkholes.
And then we've talked about that phobia before of holes, and I'm on the verge of it, I think.
But is it groups of holes or just holes in general?
I think it's just holes in general.
Oh, okay, see, mine's the groups.
Yeah, it's.
Makes me feel sick.
Yeah, it's gross. It is gross. So this next story, it links to that, and it is verbatim from Sky News Online from December 2nd.
To make me throw up.
No, well, this is about sinkholes, so
okay,
you'll be
that's
all
fine,
right.
I'll be fine.
So a large sinkhole appeared in South Wales, and residents were told to stay away in the road, just literally in the middle of the road. So residents have been told to avoid the area after a sinkhole opened on a housing estate in South Wales, where council workers were on the scene investigating. So it's literally, if you see pictures of it online, it is just, literally in the middle of the road.
That is terrifying, because imagine if you were driving along or walking along, all of a sudden the ground just opens up underneath you.
Yeah.
I feel like I was being sucked into hell.
It's so, so terrifying. Look, so Goobs has got a picture of it there. Look how gnarly that is.
It's jai huge.
Jai Hooge, it is Jai Hooge. It's right by their driveway as well. That is so scary.
It's like the gaping mouth of hell.
It really is, and it's almost the same size as the house that's next to it. That is that really, really gives me the heebie-jeebies.
I don't like that.
No. The road was closed on Sunday while officers from the council and police investigated. Merthyr Tydfil Council said council officers and police have been on site at Nant Morley, Pant, all morning, working with other agencies at the site of a sinkhole. I have Welsh family, so I should know how to say all those.
I was about to say, you need to brush up, really, don't you?
Yeah, I really do. I'm just quite rubbish at this. No further help or support is needed at this time, but thank you to everyone who was offered it. Safety is a main priority. And to allow engineers to keep working safely, please stay away from the area, because obviously people are going to have a look, which you would really, wouldn't you? You'd be like, what the hell? I wonder if they could fly a drone in there and see how deep it is.
No.
So it's not actually clear what caused this sinkhole, but there are several factors that could explain their formation across the UK, because I think, as it sounds, you said there's one quite locally. I think they have been sort of cropping up here and there, which is just so scary.
It's like a weakness in the road. Perhaps it's not been underneath it. It's not built up enough. I don't know.
Well, also, don't forget, obviously, this is a new-ish housing estate. There was a lot of mines in
Yes,
Wales.
of course, yeah.
So that makes me think of that. But they're not sure what's caused this one, but there are several factors. So according to the British Geological Survey, BGS, sinkholes can form after heavy rain or flooding that causes the collapse of normally stable cavities between the surface. So, as I said, this is one of my biggest fears, and I'm definitely on the verge of having like a fear of holes. I know what you mean about the collective ones, but also just holes are scary. And Goose says he thinks we're safe in the fens. Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right.
Think how much like it gets flooded by rivers when there's too much rain
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
I always worry about things like that in like London or any cities where there's tunnels underneath it, or that just scares me.
Yeah.
Look how big that is. That's terrifying.
So Peterborough, I think they've got tunnels underneath there. Dick Turpin supposedly used to ride.
Really? What were the tunnels for?
I don't know what they were for, but they were like, I don't know, underground tunnels, and I think he used to travel.
Wait, in the city? Is
Yeah,
Peterborough
like
a city?
So, yes, it is. Yeah. So there's a sinkhole in Yaxley. Yeah, there's a sinkhole in Yaxley. That's near Peterborough. My ex, he used to live in Yaxley.
Oh. You're what? How
I had a
dare you.
life before you, believe it or not.
It was not as good though, Goobs.
No, of course not.
But imagine, because that's literally right outside someone's driveway. Imagine,
Opening the door, stepping your foot out,
Yeah.
and just going down.
because someone could have been parked on the curb, or
Yeah.
that is just.
You can
so
just imagine,
scary.
like in the cartoon, like in a cartoon when someone falls and there's just that high pitched.
Yeah.
You can just imagine that, like you step out your front door, put one foot out, and then all of a sudden you're just going down.
That really, I just think that's horrible.
To be fair, yeah, I mean, I don't like that. That's like going on that roller coaster ride that you go right at the top and it's like a proper vertical drop into the dark hole.
Isn't that Alton Towers?
Is that Oblivion?
Yeah, I think it is Oblivion.
I mean, I don't like roller coasters as it is, but that one is just terrifying.
yeah, that is scary.
Yeah.
That
But
is
then I
very
suppose if
scary.
I'm going to plummet to my death, I'd rather not see what's approaching me from
No,
underneath.
that's true. Yeah, look. Ooh, yeah. Ooh.
No, thank you, ma'am.
Scary,
Not
scary.
for me.
That is, oh my gosh. Yeah, that is quite scary. So, so sinkholes in roads. Bears, in inverted commas, attacking cars. And then this next one is also from Sky News Online, and this is from December 12th, so literally just the week just gone as we're recording this. Mystery drones spotted over New Jersey, and authorities have no clue who's flying them.
I mean, can you figure it out?
Well, the flying objects are not believed to belong to any hobbyists, according to officials, while the Pentagon has dismissed suggestions that they're from a foreign entity or adversary. So they literally can't detect where they're coming from. But apparently, this has been happening in Mildenhall. There's been unidentified drones flying around there as well. Because,
Which makes you think perhaps it is military based.
yeah, you would
Because
think
obviously
so.
it's a huge military base there.
Exactly. So it's quite interesting that there's a few reports of this
Scary.
cropping up. Yeah. So large drones have been spotted flying over New Jersey and New York in recent weeks, but no one knows who's operating them. The drones are reportedly 6 feet in diameter.
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah, and have been seen flying at night, which seems military if they're that big.
Well, yeah, like Mark's just saying, with a lot going on in the Middle East, it's potentially military training.
You would think so, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's where my
I'm
mind
pretty
would
sure
go.
near Mildenhall we've got nuclear weapons, don't we?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we're one of the
That scares me.
places that has them.
That's really scary. So sometimes with their lights off, these drones, causing concern among residents and officials, which, yeah, you would be concerned about that, because they're obviously trying to be stealth if they're turning their lights.
Oh, yeah, so
as
they're
well.
not, sorry, yeah, they're not UK nuclear weapons, they're US ones.
Okay.
Sorry.
So they were first spotted last month near Picatinny Arsenal, a US military research and manufacturing facility. So that kind of seems to track. And over President-elect Donald Trump's New Jersey golf course.
Oh, yeah, that falls back in.
There have been dozens of night flights since, and sightings have increased in recent days, though officials say some of the objects may have been planes rather than drones.
Surely there's a huge difference.
Literally a huge difference. So the FBI is investigating.
It's a mini plane for really, really small.
Yeah, like maybe fairies.
The borrowers.
Yeah, or imps. The FBI is investigating and has asked residents to share any videos, photos, or other information they may have. The drones are predominantly seen in New Jersey, with some also being spotted in New York City and parts of Pennsylvania, including over Philadelphia. So despite national interest, authorities have stressed that the drones don't appear to be a public safety concern. They're obviously going to say that, aren't they?
Well, yeah, they don't want mass panic.
No. So after being briefed by the Department of Homeland Security, DHS.
I think that's say DHL, but it's not.
Isn't DHS a sofa company in the UK?
DFS, love.
Oh, DFS, okay. On Wednesday, New Jersey Assemblywoman Dawn Fantasia. What a great name.
I love
Yeah.
that. Sounds very ethereal.
She said she was told the devices did not appear to be being flown by hobbyists, mainly because they are much larger than those typically used by casual flyers. Republican Assemblyman Eric Peterson, who attended the DHS briefing on Wednesday, said they seemed to have no clue who was behind the flying objects.
That's quite worrying.
It is a bit, isn't it? And then 2 Republican Jersey Shore area congressmen, Representatives Chris Smith and Jeff Van Drew, have called on the military to shoot down the drones, with the latter claiming on Fox News that they are coming from an Iranian mothership. But
You kind of hope it's going to be someone who's just a bit of a peeping Tom. Really,
yeah,
don't you?
exactly. That would be the lesser of the evils. But Pentagon spokesperson Sabrina Singh told reporters on Wednesday that our initial assessment here is that these are not drones or activities coming from a foreign entity or adversary. So
there's just no clue.
Either no clue or they do know and they're just not saying.
That's usually the case.
Yeah.
I would say so.
I definitely feel like that's probably the case.
Yeah.
But it was just...
Can't be that, like, know as much as they do and just have no clue about a drone.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could be being completely naive and ignorant here.
I don't know. My brain just goes to conspiracy theories and then swiftly followed by an existential crisis.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you know.
It's funny that I read about that and then when I spoke to Mum and she'd been speaking to Auntie Annie, she'd been talking about the drones all around there and they didn't know where they were coming from.
Oh.
Yeah. So...
Did you swap chairs? Because mine's creaking now.
If I did, it wasn't intentional. I didn't do it on purpose. I need to spray WD-40 on it. Soz.
That's all right.
When we move the studio upstairs again, I'm going to go find us some, like... I want some almost, like, throne type chair. You know that Alex and Mikey had at their wedding? Some chairs like that would be cool.
That would be amazing.
I'm going to try and find some on Marketplace.
Yes. Right. Or if anybody knows where we can get them for free.
Yeah,
that'd be grand.
Free would be amazing. Yeah, so we've got, when we can share news, we will share some news that we've got that's good.
Yeah.
And it means that we've got to up the game. So therefore we're working on more cases. I'm going to take the studio back upstairs, even though I moved it down here. And the room is going to be decorated accordingly to turn it into a proper studio.
Love that.
A proper studio.
Excited for it.
Yeah, I am as well. So we're going to decide what wallpaper we're going to have. It's going to be all kinds of fancy. And then Goobs is going to have more room and a proper desk. Find him a desk. Yay. Trailed off there a bit. I have tried to decorate your side a little bit so you don't have a blank door. Most of it's fallen off. So it's not very good. I do apologise. I mean, I tried.
You did.
Not hard, but I did try-ish. Anyway. Right, so the next one is really freaky.
Okay.
And it's funny because you sent the flyer for Final Destination.
Yes.
And this is a very Final Destination thing.
Okay.
So this literally just happened. And as I said, it is straight...
What, like 3 minutes ago?
It happened... I believe it happened Thursday or Friday of the week just gone.
Oh.
So it's very new news. It was breaking news when I found it. And it's very Final Destination. So, yeah, this was reported on December 13th, which, as of recording, was yesterday. This is from the Daily Star online, but it is reported on lots of places from the UK. So 2 arrested after Birmingham Fairground 180-foot ride collapse horror.
Oh, I saw this come up on my phone. I need to read this for a spooky chat, and I didn't read it. Oh, I'm so glad you did.
Yeah. So we remain in Centenary Square in Birmingham this afternoon, assisting the Health and Safety Executive after a number of people were injured in an incident involving a fairground ride. So, Final Destination.
I'm not being funny, but a Final Destination set in a fairground would be really good.
Yeah. Well, they had the one in the amusement park. Yeah, I suppose there hasn't been one at a fairground. Maybe. I wonder what the new one's about. I can't wait to see that.
I know.
That's so exciting.
Hopefully that's not like fake news.
I don't think it would be.
No.
Because they've put all the Final Destinations on. They're on Netflix, aren't they? So they might be ramping it up to get people
That's a really
interested
good point.
again. Yeah.
I mean, that's what they've done with Scream.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, exactly. So 2 people have been arrested following a nightmare fairground ride collapse in Birmingham. 2 women were taken to hospital after the 180-foot structure collapsed in the second city's Centenary Square last night. So it happened on December 12th.
Okay. So, I mean, another reason why I don't like fairgrounds or amusement parks or anything like that, really.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No,
Ooh, so
not
scary.
for me.
And you might be asking, is this relevant? Of course it's relevant, because these rides are transported to places via vehicles.
And if it's a roller
Goose loves
coaster
it.
or something like that, you sit in cars.
Yep. So it's actually
So,
strong link.
boom.
Boom.
MF.
Yeah. Yes. So emergency services rushed to the scene to help trapped revellers following the incident. Cordons remain in place around the Star Flyer ride, which fell at around 7:30 p.m, leaving 13 people injured. 13. Now, West Midlands Police have confirmed they have arrested 2 men aged 55 and 21. According to The Sun, the pair were arrested on suspicion of perverting the course of justice and obstructing officers. So I'm not sure whether they were people who were working on the rides, but a West Midlands Police spokesperson said, "We remain in Centenary Square in Birmingham this afternoon, assisting the Health and Safety Executive after a number of people were injured in an accident involving a fairground ride. The cordon is in place and is likely to remain in place through the day." And they just basically sort of reiterate about the 2 men being arrested. And they basically requested anyone with CCTV or mobile phone footage, which may assist the investigation, to get in touch, quoting log 4290 of the 12th of December. So speaking to the BBC West Midlands, Lou Brown from Solihull said her limbs were injured. Solihull. Her limbs were injured. She said, "We were on it having fun and it crashed to the ground. It went backwards first. It felt like we were descending, not at the highest point, but we were still quite high. We just dropped. All the emergency services and everyone who helped at the scene were amazing."
But nobody died.
Not
That's a miracle in
as
itself.
of yesterday.
I'm just saying it.
Because so basically the ride is one of those sort of, it's on like a circle.
Wheelie go round.
That's it. And it goes kind of up.
And the seats, because it goes so fast, the seats flare out.
Yeah,
and
so
they're on
like a chain.
Yeah.
Which
cable or
scares me
something,
anyway.
Look, the seats got tangled. No, thank you. No, thank you. No,
It sounds like, and actually, to be fair, that particular ride, by the look of it, is an even more extreme one. It looks like it goes up further.
Yeah.
Which is terrifying.
It kind of looks like a flower.
Yeah, it does. Like petals that go up a stalk and then people fling
Dangle
around
off
it. Yeah, I mean, that's just another reason for me to not go on one of those. And obviously with it being Christmas, there's all these Christmas fairs and all these attractions. So there's going to be loads of people on them. So that was...
Surprisingly, like, I'm quite surprised that I don't think there's ever been any instance at, like, Winter Wonderland in London.
No. I would imagine. Well, the thing is, normally with things like this, the safety checks are really good, obviously.
The accidents at like places like this are few and far between, I feel.
Yeah, definitely. So 2 of the seats got tangled,
And then it just
dropped. That is really scary.
So perverting the course adjusted could be them trying to
Cover it
up. Yeah.
Yeah. So because this was breaking news, I don't have all the information. So maybe on the next spooky chat or
Have an update.
or something. But yeah, it didn't have a definitive number of how many people were injured or if there were any fatalities. I don't think there were, but
If there isn't, that's a miracle.
yeah, well, it really is. But that
Divine intervention, that is.
that is just Final Destination at Christmas.
Yes.
So that's
yeah, absolutely. So there's no more updates.
no more updates at the minute. So they're appealing for any phone footage, any CCTV. So obviously they want to know more information. They obviously don't
want
have a lot of
access,
information.
yeah.
And if people are trying to cover it up, then
It's like Luna Park all over again, but in Birmingham.
well, that's it. Yeah, it's not quite got the same ring to it, has it?
No.
Birmingham.
Birmingham.
So
That was terrible. Sorry, don't look at me like that.
that is just very, very, very frightening. And yeah, that's really stayed with me since I read it. I was like, oh, that's one of those things that just kind of haunts you.
So you're on the same lines as me now, never going to another amusement park or anything like that again? Unless it's abandoned and we're just exploring.
I think
which is
so.
probably worse, actually, thinking about it.
Yeah, but then, yeah,
I've gone teacups.
no, they make me sick. I get travel sickness. So, and it's funny because I never used to, and my dad always got it. And so he wouldn't go on those kinds of rides, and I didn't used to get it. And as I've got older, I've got it. So now I can't go on
Things
spinny
just
rides.
get worse as you get older.
Yeah.
Like everything.
Yeah.
Everything
So
gets
I mean,
worse.
I would probably roller coasters. I'm actually okay with, despite Final Destination 3. Was it where they're on the roller? Is that the third one? Or the
now
second
you're
one?
asking.
I can't remember. It might be the second.
Not this. No, the second one's the one with the logs.
one. Okay.
Oh, and the guy chasing the pigeon
Guy chasing the pigeon.
after the dentist. The dentist.
Oh,
That
I
is the second one,
literally
isn't it?
Watched that the other day.
Is that the sunbed one as well?
The sunbed one is the first one, isn't it?
No.
No, I'm making stuff up now. 3 is the roller coaster one. Yeah, I do like that. That was a very good one. So yeah, so there's a new one of those coming out. Was it called the Final Destination Bloodlines?
Yes.
So I'm excited about
Yeah,
that.
definitely.
That is a very good horror franchise.
Well, I think we've talked about it before and how that was what made me want to get into special effects makeup.
Yes. And I like the fact it is paranormal as well,
Yeah.
which is just, for me, makes it more interesting.
I feel like we need to watch one.
Well, yeah. And we still need to watch the Penny Dreadfuls because I've still got those.
Yes. Maybe we
Saved.
can do that after we finished recording.
Yeah.
Cool.
Pizza and chips tonight for dins. So
Such
healthy.
children.
So we are. I love kids' teas though.
Beige.
Beige food, yeah. They're the main stories I had for today, but I thought they were quite apt for Cars and Macabre.
Yeah.
I mean, the last one was probably a little bit of a tenuous link, but there was a link there,
Yeah.
just the same.
You're in.
And
Would you call them cars still?
well,
Going around?
when they said fairgrounds, so normally fairgrounds rather than amusement parks are temporary rides, aren't they?
Yeah.
So they're put up for a certain amount of time,
Yeah.
and then they collapse back down. It's like a transformer, isn't it? And they go on these trucks, and then they're, taken around the place.
Yeah.
Transformers, yeah, exactly. So that's what made me think, oh, that's actually relevant, because you have to use these transformer vehicles to get the places to the fairgrounds and build them up.
Yeah.
To me, it
We'll
made
go
sense.
with it. We'll go with it.
Yeah.
We'll go with it. We'll run with that one.
Obviously, bears attacking cars, sinkhole in the road. I felt like I was on it this week.
Guaranteed it
Had wheels on it. There you go.
And if I ever talk about boats, they are the cars of the sea.
They are the cars of the sea.
Or sheep.
And gears,
Sheep.
yes, well
Sheeps. Ships.
done. My stomach is rumbling. Did you hear that, Goobs?
I did.
No, okay. So loud. And throttle, yeah, exactly.
Put your hands up if you want to go faster.
The funny
Sorry.
thing was, as I told you earlier, I'm reading Joyland by Stephen King at the moment. I've nearly finished it, and so it was.
Yeah, I know
all-
you are. You I know it's by Stephen King. I lent it to you.
No, but I'm telling the listener.
Oh, right. Okay. So you're telling me about a book that I lent you?
No, I'm telling the listener.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Some people listen.
Some do.
Some do. So it was just everything seemed to be like themed around fairgrounds.
Yeah.
Well, two things, but still.
Are we back to one listener? No, I think we might
I
have
think we've got
about
a few.
3
Yeah.
now.
I know, we've been doing well, actually. So I think we've got more than 3 listeners.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Alex
all of
often
you.
wakes up with us talking to her in her ear.
Bless her. Sounds like a nightmare.
Maybe we should just record. Hello, Alex.
We love you, Alex. Gorgeous Alex. So yeah, that's it for today's Spooky Chat news. It's not been quite an hour, but yeah.
Very far off.
Very far off of, yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Wow.
Trying to think if I've got any other like spooky news. I haven't really, because I've been housebound
Yeah.
because I haven't had any wheels. But now the car is actually legal.
Yeah.
It's MOT'd, it's taxed, it's insured.
I mean, if we
it's
were
fixed.
thinking about it, we could have done something Christmassy in this one because this will go out Christmas Eve, won't it?
Yes, but I wouldn't have thought of that at the time because
Maybe we'll do a. No, we won't have time now to quickly research.
No, because I've got a case and then a spooky chat and the next
We're
spooky chat.
foregoing Christmas stories. Maybe we'll
Yeah.
do Christmas at Easter or something.
I mean, maybe we'll just we'll be political.
Yeah.
That's fine. Do you have a get in the bin today?
Get in the bin.
I have got one.
Oh, go for it.
And I'm so pleased that I remembered this because I kept thinking I must do that on Get in the Bin. The noises that electric cars make, they sound like bored ghosts. Ooh. It's like, what? That is rubbish. And obviously when I'm walking red round here, quite a lot of people have got electric cars. That's fine if you want to do that. It's not my choice. But the noises, I'm like, what even is that?
Yeah. I've got to get in the bin thinking about it.
Okay.
Tesla Cybertrucks. They are the most hideous thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Like,
They are rubbish.
I am literally so passionate about how ugly they are.
I know.
Why? Why? Why?
Do you know what it is with Tesla as well? And yes, okay, there's going to be fans of Tesla. Fine, you carry on. This is not the platform for anyone.
Mark's brought up pictures of them and
Yeah.
he's just cocked his head like a dog when you know what you make a high pitched noise.
Yeah.
Like, what's that?
But I think with this whole thing, it's a case of like the emperor and his new clothes. Someone's gone, yeah, that's cool, and someone else has gone, yeah, so and so said that was cool, so I think that's cool.
Yeah.
No, it is. It looks like a joke. That is a joke car.
Absolutely disgusting.
If you built a car out of Lego, it would look better than that.
It would. I would rather stand on Lego than sit in one of those.
Yeah, I would literally rather do that.
I would run on Lego. So Mark is saying it's what someone in the 50s would put in a sci-fi film. Oh my God, yes, you're so right.
Yeah.
Oh, this looks really futuristic.
Yeah.
It's a spaceship car. No, it's an ugly car.
It's absolute trite.
It is filth.
And, well, obviously when we were at SEMA, somebody, apparently they were on YouTube. I literally have no idea who anyone is on YouTube.
But yeah, they rocked up to the party at the Mob Museum, didn't they? In one.
think we probably swore at them. Just called them a W. Reminds?
It
Rhymes with anchor.
Yeah. Massively
And-
did. Yeah.
Yes. Trying to avoid swearing.
He is not part of the car cult.
I don't even know who he is. He looked like the kid off of Big,
Yeah.
remember?
Yeah.
Which was funny because then we saw Voltar,
Yeah.
which was someone's camping in it.
Oh God, that is literally it looks like
No.
a kid's drawing of a car.
I think actually kids draw better cars than that. That is the worst thing I've ever seen.
No, we can't say that. We will get cancelled.
Yeah, no, he's right
Someone's
there.
drawn it with their foot.
Or an Etch-a-Sketch. You know, looks like that.
It's hideous.
Someone's drawn it with their foot, did you say?
Just holding the pencil in their foot.
That's
We're
what
doing the
it's
toes.
the foot car.
It's the foot car.
It's the foot
It
car.
is a car for feet.
Feet car.
Or using an
Etch-a-sketch with their feet. Okay.
So yeah, Tesla can get in the bin.
Yeah. Oh God. I mean, I completely.
I mean, Tesla
agree
in the
with that.
bin in general, but that car
particularly
needs to burn in hell.
Yeah. Did you see the people seem to be forgetting when Elon Musk did the whole "This is the Cybertruck" video that went out.
I never saw it.
And supposedly the glass is supposed to be like shatterproof, bulletproof, whatever it was. I don't know because I don't care. And he chucked a brick at it and it smashed.
That is the biggest sign of arrogance, is it not?
It really is, but all the Tesla fans seem to just brush over this massive faux
it
pas.
didn't happen. That's a lie.
Oh no!
Yeah.
No, we'll just forget that. It didn't happen. It's
I
just like,
have to admit though, Tesla did let me out the other day.
I mean, that's fine. That's nice of them, but
That
it's
was
the least
so maybe
they
not
can do.
Not every Tesla driver is a massive cactus.
No, but it's the whole holier than thou attitude, and it's not.
And the fact that they're ugly and they're boring.
Ugly and boring. Teslas are the most boring cars on the face of the earth anyway.
He's now going. So Elon Musk is now going for a 1,000 mile an hour train.
Fantastic.
Apparently,
I'm sure.
I hope he doesn't. I like traveling by train, and that won't be nice.
No, I do as well. I don't want to go 1,000 miles an hour because imagine.
You wouldn't see any scenery.
And I'm not being funny. The trains are never working.
Yeah. So what would be the point? You'd have a very expensive non-working train.
There's a leaf on the track and the whole train system is down.
Yeah.
No one can get into London. So
The wind is going 12 miles an hour.
forget it. You're not going anywhere
No,
on the train.
you're housebound, mate.
Exactly. So
And European trains are better than US trains, apparently. According
well,
to
okay.
I think I don't think I've ever travelled on a train. No, I haven't in the US.
I really want to go on an old-timey train to Scotland. I think we've said this before.
Yeah.
Or I think you can go... Actually, there's one that goes from... I think it might be somewhere around here and it goes down to Cornwall.
Ooh.
That would be really, really nice. I'd like
Yes.
to do that.
According to Joe Rogan. So Joe Rogan said European trains are better than US trains.
Oh, okay. I do not know
Mark's
this.
opinion.
Mark said.
Or his guest.
He guessed, right.
He's an avid listener of Joe Rogan's podcast. So that's why he would know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Goobs, get in the bin, is being hungry. Is one of the worst emotions, and yes, it is an emotion. Okay. I concur because I get hangry.
See, hangry's the emotion. You think, okay.
I think he's going to argue.
He gets sad. So he
Aw.
gets had.
Yeah. Hangry, had. What do you do?
I probably cry.
Right. Okay.
So that's a sadness thing. Eat.
Yeah. That's probably a good thing to do. Do you have a get in your pocket this week, you guys?
Oh, someone else is going to have to go. Oh,
Mine is Spotify playlists. I make Spotify playlists for every occasion. And
we've got a Vegas one.
We've got a Vegas one. I've normally got about 4 going on at the same time that I add to. And a lot of the times if watching a series, I'll Shazam stuff. And I just love a Spotify playlist.
Yeah.
I prefer a mixtape, but we're not in that era anymore.
Doesn't mean you can't do them. I mean, just get a cassette player.
Yeah, I'd have to get a load of equipment. I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
I'm just going to
Fair
stick
enough.
with Spotify playlist, but I love it.
Yeah. I think Mark and I have got the same get in my pocket.
Awesome.
Because it happened to both of us.
Okay.
So puppy, Eddie, he... I fell asleep on the sofa last night. Mark could not wake me.
That's normally a goober trick. He normally falls asleep on the sofa.
And then I tried to get him up so many times that I started to get angry at him. But he just left me because I think last time I said, if I've fallen asleep, you can't wake me, leave me.
Yeah.
And sort of I woke up, Eddie was all snuggled on his beanbag and all of this lot. So I made us a coffee. I had a ciggy, then I went upstairs because I had a hair appointment this morning.
And it looks fabulous.
Thank you very much. I came home, Mark goes, you look handsome.
Ah.
I was like, what do you want? He goes, I can't pay you a compliment. I was like,
Do you want to give him a shout out again?
yes, hair by Ewan.
There you go.
Young lad, he's only 19. Does all my extensions for me. And he's brilliant. And I love going there and we chat and yeah, it's great. It's great. Gives a lovely hair
finish
massage.
the story as well.
Yeah, I'm going to finish the story.
Oh, sorry. That was my fault because I interjected.
It's fine. And yeah, so after I come downstairs from washing, Mark was closely following me behind, and he could hear me just going, "What are you doing up there?" And Eddie had jumped on the sofa, which he hasn't done in so long since he's been really poorly.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been a few times when he's felt better, he's done it, but he's done his back leg in again. And he was on the sofa, stood up, so not even sat down or lying down, and he was inspecting an empty food packet.
Love that.
So it was very
Good
old
boy.
Eddie.
Yeah, that's nice.
We're getting snippets of it, which is lovely.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
That is very, very lovely.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got a joint one.
Oh, I like that. Have you got a random fact for this week?
Yes, I've had my teeth shaved.
That's a very good random fact and kind of like weird.
Yes.
Like the concept is kind of weird.
So because I'm going through Invisalign treatment at the moment, to sort of create more room without having to take any more teeth out, they're shaving bits of my teeth. And at the moment, I've got a bit of a gap in between my front teeth just to create more space so that they can be pushed back together and everything like that again. So yeah, I've had my teeth shaved.
Does that not make your teeth really sensitive?
No. It's just the enamel, so it doesn't actually affect anything, really.
Okay, interesting. So, my random fact is that car air fresheners give me headaches and motion sickness. I'm very susceptible to smells.
Yes.
So
So we get in the car with my dad and he'd have the heating on, the windows up, having a ciggy and an air
and the
freshener
air
going.
freshener on. I hate air fresheners. I have one in the Landy because it really needed a clean, but I've put it in the boot so that it's far enough away from me
Yeah.
that it helps, but it doesn't overpower. So,
enough.
you know, that's why I gave you guys all those air fresheners because
Yeah.
I literally I can't cope with it.
Still haven't put mine in the car.
You need to clean your car first.
I did, like I said to you earlier, I did wipe the inside of the windscreen though, but in doing so, I burnt my chin on a ciggy.
What?
I was at the so there's a bridge that I have to go across and it gets kind of like flooded and they've got traffic lights. And it stopped and I'd already wiped it, but it was a little bit smeary. So I was wiping it again. I had a ciggy just kind of hanging out, but it was coming to the end. And as I moved my hand away, it dropped out of my mouth and I just clamped my face to stop it from falling and burning holes in me. But instead I burnt my chin.
Goodness sake. Yeah. I don't know.
Moral of the story, do not wipe a windscreen with a cigarette in your mouth.
No, exactly.
I thought everyone was going to say, yeah, just don't smoke.
Or don't smoke. Yeah, you're not supposed to smoke anyway.
So Mark's random fact is he's just spruced up the studio at home. He's got loads of new furniture. Well,
Have
loads of
you?
new furniture. He's got a new desk and a layout.
Interesting.
Yeah, it looks very nice, to be fair. It's very tidy.
Show pics. Wicked. Does that mean you've got an old desk that can go in our studio?
No.
Okay.
Daryl's got that.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to find one.
And it'd be too big for the room.
Okay. I'm going to find one. Don't worry. I'm going to find one or build one.
Ooh. Get your tools out.
Yeah.
Oi, oi.
Cool. Yeah. All right, well,
that's that then.
that's kind of that for this week. We managed to get through that without sort of...
Too bad. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I don't think we did well. That's a pat on the
many-
back there.
Yeah. So there we go. So, and
We only owe £1 each to the swear jar.
Oh, I forgot that we had put money in a jar.
It's all right. He's keeping tabs.
FML. And on that note, until next time, stay spooky, bitches.